because y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
Already said hike right into that thing on two. Red's trying to get in there. First sound. Go! Face ass. Stop playing, nigga. You ready to jump off sides for that thing.
I'll bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipients of Hot Topics, man, we got Spoty Face out the Rolling 40s, and we got
This call is being recorded.
So since I've been locked down, man.
Hold on real quick, y'all. OG, I am on live right now. I can call you back and we can chop it up, but I just wanted you to know I'm on live first. All right, man. I'm gonna give me. I only got 2 more videos. Give me about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna call you. Oh, you know I got some answers. Bet. Shout out to Cartoon, man. I always got love for Cartoon.
On this time out here, man, I've been hearing a lot of stuff going
Hey, Reg, don't act like you're not trying to hut 1, hut 2, hut 3 right into that thing.
on in the streets. You know, I've been hearing people choose the sides and just all type of stuff, man. You know, I don't know what's what. You feel me? And you know, a lot of this stuff I gotta look into. You know what I'm saying? Just before I start, getting crossed up and, what's being said, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to jump the gun, in certain situations. But I know people, have been lacking integrity out here. Like when it comes to this internet is like everything goes, you feel me? It's like no integrity, no morals, and people, you know what I'm saying, don't even care about the truth being out there. It's all narratives, you know what I'm saying, on this internet. So, however, being that, Spoty Face, is on, Snake Skin, man, you know what I'm saying? It seems like, Compton Ricc Rocc, have chimed in, Now, I don't know if Compton Ricc Rocc, is teaming up, with, the guy who like it in the Kulo or whatever the case may be. Hey, so if Compton Ricc Rocc is defending a guy that likes it in the Kulo, Young Ant Jefe's words, not mine. Young Ant Jefe's words, not mine. If Compton Ricc Rocc is defending a guy who likes it in the Kulo, would that be a fair indicator of birds of a feather flocking together? You know what I'm saying? For some reason, it seemed like him and Spoty Face had squared off, you know what I'm saying? I heard Compton Ricc Rocc, use my name in the title, saying that Spoty Face is trying to get him locked up, you know what I'm saying, like Ant Jefe or whatever the case may be. And with that, you know what I'm saying, it looked like, Spoty Face has popped up to the Compton Nutty blocks, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, have been coming on this net, saying that Spoty Face, supposedly, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, pulled something on J Hood. But, here he is over here in Compton. I can't see it. This is just what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? He's over here in Compton pulling up, saying he's looking for Compton Ricc Rocc for a fade. So, we about to get into this content, and y'all already know, man. It's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
My bad, I was muted. We've seen this a million times of Compton, Spoty Face buying ice cream in Compton Ricc Rocc's hood. So we're going to bypass this. We kind of want to hear what Young Ant Jefe has to say about the situation. That's more of the content, not really Spoty Face buying ice cream that we know he bought.
So y'all seen it right here, man. It looked like it's getting spicy, my boy. In the words of Too Gangsta for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real spicy out here in these streets. So yesterday, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to sit here and play no games in or lie, you feel me? Tapped in with Spoty Face to see what was going on his net, and Spoty Face, was downtown, So when he told me he was downtown, I'm like, man, what's going on? What you about to do? Come see your boy, you know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, man, I wish I could, I'm on borrowed time right now, but, I got to handle some business, you feel me? So, Spoty Face said that, he was about to handle some personal business, and from there, he said, he was on his way to Compton to pull up, on Compton Ricc Rocc. So, I'm like, what's going on with you in Compton Ricc Rocc? He like, man, it's like he in chose sides or whatever, I'm going at the Snake Skin dude, and, he's chiming in, you feel me? It's like him, you know what I'm saying, J Hood, and, Snake Skin, have teamed up. And I'm like, dang, so Amongst that, he was filling me in on some other things that, Compton Ricc Rocc have taken to the internet. Basically, like, he's the innovator on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And basically, like, he's responsible for the success that I've had, amongst other people. Now, I'm not going to get into that in this video, but, I am going to double back, and speak on what was said, out of Compton Ricc Rocc. If that was said, I might try to go find a video. If not, I'll just speak on, what I've heard, but back to this situation right here. So we can.
I mean, at this point, it seems like everybody's just pretty much disappointed in the way Compton Ricc Rocc is. It's just, it is what it is. You feel me? The Compton Ricc Rocc situation with Spoty Face is just a huge disappointment. None coder, bro, I can't even lie. My ninja young Ant running his YouTube channel, Successors from LA County Jail, is legendary. That's real ish. You can't let them stop your motion. That's real, man. Hey, young Ant said, it's a motion party and I'm going to get it in.
Spoty Face, man.
Don Julio, because he don't drink gin.
Over here, in the Compton Nutty Blocks, you know what I'm saying? Which,
hey, man, I'm bringing it with me everywhere all summer, Reg.
it's known as Ricc Rocc, home turf. So, I guess Spoty said, the day before, he had let it be known on the net that he was pulling up to Compton at 3 o'clock and he would be in Compton Ricc Rocc hood, you know what I'm saying? So, I hear the ice cream truck music out there, you know what I'm saying? So, from what I'm hearing, it seems like, he's over there in Nutty Block hood. I don't know what part of the Nutty Blocks, you know what I'm saying, hood he's in, but it seems like he's.
This call is being recorded.
And from what I can tell, it seems like, he walked to his car, to get his wallet beforehand, it was an 11-minute video. But, I just cropped like out the second half, 4 minutes in the second half of the video. So, he walks to his car, gets his wallet, slides back to the ice cream truck, tell the ice cream truck lady that he want a single cone and he want that thing vanilla. Amongst that, it looked like, some kids, if I'm not mistaken, it looked like some kids might have been pulling up to the ice cream truck. I don't know if it was a little girl, a little boy, anything like that, but it looked like Spoty Face, asked that person, what did they want, and, bought something for them, and basically, just put it out there, how, he loved the youth and loved the kids and things like that. Now, while he was out there, seems like somebody from Nutty Block pulled up. You know what I'm saying? They pulled up and basically, was like, what's up? Spoty Face, like, what's happening? Spoty Face rolling 40s, dude, like he's like Nutty Block or whatever the case may be. Spoty Face was like, yeah, man, NY to NY, man, I'm just out here. I pulled up by myself, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see what's up. Now, the thing is with these situations, man, as much as it's trolling and funny, it could be serious. These are the situations that have the guys that's not on the internet getting mad. So you got a lot of dudes in these hoods, or, a majority, you know what I'm saying, or however, whatever the percentage is, that's not on the internet, but may watch the internet, they know what's going on, but they don't participate in the internet slander. See, once you go back and forth with certain people play the game different. You might have a guy pull up to your hood. When they pull up to your hood, you got the other members that's not going to like that because it may make it look a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? May look a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how anybody feels, it just depending on.
Yeah, it's all about perspective, and a lot of perspectives will be given, and we'll kind of see who feels what about what. You feel me?
Take the situation, it could make.
Red's really in love with Chunky Barbie. He's not gonna tell y'all, but he really in love with her. I'm trying to tell y'all. Reg got a crush on Chunky Barbie.
Look weak, you know what I'm saying? And it could sometimes make the person who's doing it look lame. But I don't think it's making Spoty Face look lame, you know what I'm saying, in a situation, I guess he said he put it out there, beforehand, and he was like telling Compton Ricc Rocc, I guess, don't meet him there, like, I'm pulling up on your home court in the hometown. And this is the stuff that like have those other members tapping in, like, hey bro, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why dudes playing with the hood? Why dudes pulling up? You gonna handle that? You gonna get on that? What you gonna do? You gonna go back over there? So this situation, I don't know what Compton Ricc Rocc gonna do. I don't know if Compton Ricc Rocc has responded to it already, but I'm gonna definitely go check his page out as well and see what he got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the internet, amongst everybody else is looking like, okay, it's show move now. And that's how the game go. And that's how people get caught up on the internet.
Yeah. When it's all said and done, the internet is gonna always be an extremely flamorous, skullduggerous, and larcenous situation, especially when you put the internet into a space where the internet is the internet. You can't continue to be upset about the goings on the internet when you are participating in the skullduggery and the larceny of the internet. You feel me? So it's going to always turn into, something extra. It's going to always turn into something a little bit more than what it's supposed to be, because that's just unfortunately how the internet is. And when Ricc Rocc went on the internet and made that statement, and then Spoty Face went on the internet and made his rebuttal, Ricc Rocc didn't rise to the occasion. Like, it is what it is. Ricc Rocc just did not rise to the occasion for whatever reason or another. Ricc Rocc deemed it acceptable to, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? It is what it is.
Hopping in other people's business or just like playing games, period. Whether you calling somebody out their name or B, whether you calling somebody.
Well, we already know that Gayland Queen is a buster. You know what I'm saying? Smiles. We already know that he's a certified buster. You got some content for us?
Buster or anything like that. You're saying when you saying this type of stuff and you put this type of content out, this content can sometimes take a turn for the worse and turn into other things. And like Compton Ricc Rocc said, you could potentially be in jail like Ant Jefe. But everybody's situation is not Ant Jefe's situation. You know what I'm saying? Although the internet is going crazy with my name and using my name for clickbait and using my name, you know what I'm saying, to do numbers, you know what I'm saying, to bring them in some revenue. But like I said,
bring them in some what, nigga? What was that word you just said?
Going crazy with my name and using my name for clickbait and using my name, you know what I'm saying, to do numbers, you know what I'm saying, to bring them in some revenue. But like
some residue. Some revenue? Did you say some residue? Revenue.
You know what I'm saying, to do numbers, you know what I'm saying, to bring them in some revenue. But
yeah, words is hard. Almost as hard as when ODM just drowned on his sentence.
Like I said, man, it's basically, a Compton Ricc Rocc horde, you know what I'm saying, like the fans on the internet that's watching, you know what I'm saying, I'm just here, to see what's going to happen next. Compton Ricc Rocc, is somebody that's known, to go places and blog, and travel around and things like that. I don't know if he's going to take a page out of Spoty book and pull up to the 40s, or, he's just going to, holler back and clap back on the internet. But with that being said, man, like I said, our eyes is out, we watching, we trying to see what's going to happen,
Yeah, words have been whooping niggas' feet in our internet space, in our YouTube space recently, man. That's Young Ant Jefe with his residue. Red dots to the left, you know the rest.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now, we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro. With the same information, man, make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're going to make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save me. Ballin' like us niggas serving game six.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game six. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six. Missing with the bullshit, you can save me. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game six. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six. Missing with the bullshit, you can save me. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six. Missing with the bullshit, you can save me. Ballin' like us niggas up in game six.
Safe like Jordan, call it game six. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game six. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.